What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we made our way here to the Divine Beast Ruta by calming it down and causing the rain in the Lanera region to stop. And now we're going to basically complete, I would say complete the dungeon, or complete Divine Beast Ruta, but it's more like freeing Ruta from Ganon's control is really what our main, I guess, quest idea here is. It's basically what we're going to be doing. And first things first, we do need to take care of some things like getting the map in this region. And so anytime you see these little eyeballs around with Ganon's malice hanging about, you're going to want to take that out. You're going to shoot the eyeball. Super simple. Just shoot it, take it out, and it will remove the malice from that area. And I open up this chest and we get an ancient spring. And you can see that Ganon's malice is kind of emulating from the floor here. Ganon does indeed have control of the Divine Beast itself. Once we put our Sheikah Slate onto this pedestal, Sheikah Slate authenticated, distilling map of Divine Beast. And we'll get the map of the Divine Beast, which is different from the map you'll see in the overworld. The map in the overworld is two-dimensional, while this one is three-dimensional, as you can see here. And so we can also move the trunk into different positions. Divine Beast controls have been enabled. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in just a second.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
Alright, sure thing. So now the map will appear in the bottom right corner of our screen. But if we open our map, you can see over here we can change the position of the trunk. And all of those orange dots represent a terminal. And it's kind of hard to tell where you are. You kind of have to get down and like really examine the map. But there is a terminal actually right here in front of us, and you can just barely see it sticking out of the wall here. So we'll grab our magnesis rune and simply turn these gears. Actually, we're turning it the wrong way. Oops. And then we'll go up and down, over and over. And once we submerge it, or unsubmerge it from the water, we can tap the pedestal here. Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
And so that's what each of the terminals look like. And we'll get a shortcut scene like that from Mipha every time we activate it. Now some of the malice like this here, you're not able to get rid of just so easily because there's no eyeball attached to it, as you can see. So some of it you will just have to simply avoid, like this here as well. But most of it is able to be taken out just by being shot. And also there are going to be a lot of Guardian Scouts in here. And wow, this sword is almost damaged already, which isn't too great. I think it does quite a bit of damage. But we will throw out this in place for this Guardian Sword. But I'll go ahead and use up the Lizard Fork Boomerang. And I hope that didn't fall over the edge. No, it didn't, because we may need to go back for that in a little bit. Alright, so you can see this terminal is kind of spinning. So we're going to place this water here at just the right time, which should be after this one. And it will lock this in place, and we should be able to, or not. Okay, I thought we'd be able to activate that. Turns out it's not quite far enough yet, so let's try that again. I notice how it doesn't actually touch, but it stops the gear in place. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, so let's activate this terminal. And it's going to give us the same Sheikah Slate authenticated thing every single time, just to let us know that I'm really not sure why it does it over and over again. I mean, well, I get why it does it, but it's just kind of like there just to, I don't know, be there to just, I don't know, fill in the void of everything that's not happening at the moment. So this one you're going to want to shoot pretty quickly, because some of them have mouths like that, which will shoot out cursed skeleton skulls at us, which we'll need to take out like this. And that broke. Sweet. I was waiting for that to happen. We'll go and pull out this single lizard bow thing here. Alright, so what we need to do here is we actually need to break that ice block over there. And this should all start. Actually, I know exactly what needs to happen here. We're actually going to get Ruta to move her trunk there. And when she does, the water will actually spurt inside. If we look just above us right over there, we should see it come in any moment now. See, there it is. There's the water from the trunk, and it's going to cause us to start spinning. Yeah, so we'll have to wait for that to go around one more time before we can get that chest. But we can also use stasis on this ball here to allow ourselves into that gate right there. So as soon as this is about to fall again, we'll freeze it. And don't worry about being locked out either if that thing happens to fall, because once you activate this terminal, and we've already, over halfway there, we've already gotten 3 and we're, what, only 8 minutes in. The gate's not going to close again. But I do want to, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, dang it. I may be able to, okay, that did not work. I really want that chest, and I guess we could just kind of wait here for it. And we're also going to need to climb both of those gears there in a moment, because we will need to make our way up and over there. But we'll need the water out of our way before we can do that as well. Alright, so it should be coming around now. And once it starts moving, I'll freeze it. It should start moving about now. There we go. Oh, really? You know what? Just forget it. It's probably not that important anyway. If I had to be completely honest, it's probably not all that useful to us. But I want to get on this here, or not at all. Alright, okay. And now that we've shot the eyeball, it's going to kind of break apart. And can we run up here, please? Thank you. The camera angle is really weird here. And we're sure we're going to get splashed by a little bit of water, but that's no big deal. Let's open up this chest. And inside of it is some fire arrows. Finally, we've been needing those for a while, and oh crap. That didn't go nearly as well as I thought it would. The water kind of pushed us out of the way. Alright, so I do know what needs to happen here. We can either jump around the water or stop the water from flowing inside. And our best bet's probably going to be just to jump around. But we're going to need to move the water eventually, so because we'll need to move the trunk back because one of the terminals is on the trunk and we'll need it to be at a certain position so we can grab onto it. So let's run up here and try not to fall off. This is kind of janky when it comes to like the controls, I guess. And that didn't work either. Alright, sweet. This is not going nearly as well as I thought it would. So I guess we're gonna actually have to stop the water from flowing once we get up to the top, and then make our way on inside. And that's not too hard to do. We can actually get the gears to flow in the other direction if need be. Like we can actually get this thing to flow in another direction, down or something, if we need to. But I want to get up here, and when I can start standing on this platform without a problem, and the water gets a little closer, then I want to move the water away. Come on, water, go away. There we go, sweet, exactly what we were looking for. Come here, buddy. Damn it, I did not mean for you to hit me then. And of course it's already damaged, because that's exactly what we needed. Actually, I want to activate this pressure plate first. It's going to allow the water here to flow down, and we now have pretty much a shortcut to get on over here if we need to again. And alright, so actually, can we not get up there? Guess not. I'm sure there's something we can do out here, or there wouldn't be the path to get out here. At least I would think that would be the case, but then again, I could be wrong. Because there's where we entered, right down there. Alright, I guess there is nothing out here, and we can just run back over here and then up. Ooh, there is something up here. Did we come up this way, or am I losing my mind? Yeah, we did. So let's actually just hop back down here and then swim the waterfall, or miss the water entirely. That works too, I guess. And we can also use that to grab this chest. And so, yeah, we won't be grabbing all the chests in here. But do keep in mind that, actually, that may be better than the sphere that we've got now, and indeed it is. Just barely, but it is. We might as well take it. And we got the Knight's Halberd. Sweet. But do keep in mind that once we complete this dungeon, or like this Divine Beast, we will not be able to come back in here at all. So, keep that in mind as you're going through here. And you can see the, let me lower it just once more. I'm gonna need to take you out, buddy. And the sword broke. Because of course it did. We'll pull out the spear for now. And what's inside this chest? An ancient shaft. Alright, so not particularly useful, and I don't think we're climbing the rest of the way up. No. So we could climb back up there. Actually, it's probably better if we just raised this and allowed ourselves to like jump back to the entrance where we came in. Right there at like the head of Ruta. And that water is splashing like right in front of the entranceway. So I'm actually going to go a little bit higher. Alright, and now we can lower this all the way back down again. Just like that. And once that happens, we're going to need to glide all the way back to the front once more. And make sure we land like on the actual trunk of Ruta, because if not, we'll have to redo all this once again, and I don't really want to do that because I don't know, I just don't want to. All right, so once we get up here, the terminal is actually on the other side. So, but we need to be very careful when standing on this thing as to not fall off, and make sure we swap it just the right time. And there we go, we got it. Now it should allow us to do this, activate the terminal now, and there we go. And we only have one more terminal left before we are done here. We can take back control of Ruta. And a quick way to do that is actually we can just kind of float down here. And there's this little hole in the head that we can actually drop down. And we actually are going to need, hold on, there should be an eyeball to shoot, and it's right there. And this Marlin head needs to get out of here. And now we can use this gear here to open up this hole in Ruta's head. And once we do that, we can lower this down to about here, and the water should enter this hole, and it should extinguish the flames. And wow, we got it. Did we go too far? We must have went too far. Probably about here then. Let's try it right here and see if that works. If not, we'll go in between. And that looks like to be it, and indeed it is. So it's going to let out those flames. And now we can activate the final terminal. So let's do that, and then we can get on out of here. Secretly authenticated. I botched that too.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
Alright, Mifa. Sure thing. And so that glowing point is actually back here where we started. Way down here. You can see that giant orb down here is glowing. So let's just say we go ahead and run over and activate it, and we can get out of here. Activate the main control unit and take back control of Divine Beast Ruta. But it's not going to be that simple. Scourge of Divine Beast Ruta, Water Blight Ganon.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years away. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment. I have faith in you.
Alright, and this is our first boss.
That spear has a long reach.
And that spear does have a long reach, but we can use our Flurry Rush attack to take this guy out, and then we can do a little bit more damage once we knock him down. And he doesn't take a whole lot of damage, and yeah, he'll teleport away as well, but you can follow him around. And you want to get enough distance away to where he does use his spear, and then dodge it. You want to time it righter than that, be a little bit later, like right as he swings it, and nope, still not quite yet. Let's see if we can try this one more time. Come on, swing it at me. There we go. And we got the Flurry Rush. And once they get down to half health, which this is true for all of them, they all take on a second form. So here we are already in phase 2. And the water level in Ruta is going to rise. So now we're pretty much stuck to these 4 platforms, and he no longer hangs close to the ground either. So we're definitely going to pull out Cronus here, and he's also going to pull out different ice blocks at us. And then we can also shoot him in the eye and do some damage. And once we knock him down, swim over as fast as you can, and then you get some hits in. And actually, with our spear, we can do quite a bit more damage. I'll just go ahead and throw that at him. Try to shoot him in the eye again. Alright, sweet. Now we'll just dash over. And let's pull out our Edge of Duality and get some hits in. And, ooh, we've almost got him now. Oh wow, we just missed the final attack. Yeah, this guy is probably the easiest of the Blight Ganons. And once he starts doing that, and well, that's gonna do it for that boss battle. We shot him, and that's it. It's all over. Yeah, but he's probably the easiest of the 4 Blights. So each Divine Beast is gonna have its own Blight Ganon. This one happens to really just be the easiest. He's super easy to take out. Not very hard at all. And of course, in typical Zelda fashion, we get a heart container. So that now brings us up to 9 hearts. So let's say we examine this once more. Oh, so once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Do you still wish to activate it? So we could go back and grab those chests, but I don't believe they'll have anything too important for us, anything that we couldn't discard later on, or we probably would discard. So let's just go ahead and say yes, and get on out of here and take back control of Ruta.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again. Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go. Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda. Ruta, we found a way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle, however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart. I'm sorry I made you worry. I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
And we got Mipha's Grace, a restorative power born from the spirit of Champion Mipha. When your hearts run out, you'll automatically be resurrected with full health plus temporary bonus hearts. Alrighty then. So basically what that does is anytime we happen to like fall from a high place and take damage, Mipha will automatically come to our aid. And basically it's like a fairy for pretty much the rest of the game. But it does take time once you use the one time that we get it. It will take time for it to like restore, I guess you could say. So you will need to be a little bit careful if you don't have Mipha's Grace enabled. And also, if you decide you want to play through the game without like the champions gifts, you can just deactivate them. But I'm going to keep them active because they're freaking awesome. So, you know, that's a good idea. And also now we can travel to Divine Beast Vah Ruta whenever we want as well. And so yeah, that's gonna do it all for this episode. And just a final note, you know, it's kind of sad that Mipha kind of didn't get to say her father or even her brother Sidon one final time, and also how you know, also how like she waited for so long for Link to show up after, you know, all that she went through and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is kind of sad, but I guess her giving us Mipha's Grace was kind of like her like final like piece that she can go to the grave with, I guess, because I mean, I'm sure she won't be back to life anytime soon. At least I hope not. That'd be kind of weird. But anyway, that's going to do it all for this episode here, guys. So if you like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.